Jason Fitz with Yahoo Sports, hanging out with NFL superstar Josh Allen. Josh, first, my friend, we got to talk about football because a year ago right now, I was talking to you about the Bills' offense and everybody had questions. Who was going to step up? And you said everything was going to be fine. It was. How different is this year's offseason for you than last year's was?
Well, I think, again, we were returning a lot of guys on the offensive side of the ball, quite a few new guys on defense. So in terms of just developing this team and getting back to training camp and making sure that these young guys are learning from the vets in the room, I think that's the most important thing is going into training camp and developing that team. And obviously we're on hard knocks this season. That's no secret. But we can't, let that be a distraction. We got to keep the main thing, and just keep working hard. And, added a couple pieces on offense too with Josh Palmer and Elijah Moore. And I still think, again, having that everybody eats mindset is something that we're still going to preach.
So what do you look at when you finished last season coming into this season as something that you want to improve on?
I think still just where my eyes are starting in some of our concepts, making sure that I'm getting through those concepts as quickly as possible. And I think the last thing is just mechanically making sure that I'm still as sound as I possibly can be, and working with Chris Hess, who does all my digitally mapping stuff for my mechanics and my throwing motion, and making sure that, again, I'm doing everything off the field that I need to do to be the best that I can do on the field.
Every year it's this narrative. How do the Bills get over the Chiefs hump? How exhausting does it get for you guys constantly having to look at it, hear about it, live in it, and try and figure out at the same time how to accomplish it?
It fuels us that much more to get over that hump so we can stop hearing those things. But that's the game of football. It's a game of life, really. Like, again, we got to keep working hard. We can't throw in the towel. We got to keep working until we find a way. And we're going to go up. We're going to go around. We're going to go under. We're going to go through it if we have to. So we're going to keep working hard and just keep putting our head down and let the chips fall where they may.
You're going to keep working hard in the cold too. I was thinking of you, brother, because I saw the Bills stadium announce. We all saw it. And I just thought, like the rest of the world, they're going to dome the thing so that the weather gets better. No dome on top. How much was Josh Allen just talking to people, just saying, hey man, maybe we put a roof on this thing and make it a little easier?
The only thing I think I cared about with the new stadium is just the wind aspect. The cold's fine. Like I can throw in the cold. I can throw in the snow. I can throw in the rain. When it's windy, I can throw it better than I think anybody in the wind, but sometimes, again, you don't get that nose to turn over and the wind takes it 10 yards to the left and you look like a complete fool when you throw the football. And the stadium that we're having, it's going to limit the wind, but also still give us the opportunity, like that snow game that we had against San Francisco last year, to have a game of that nature where you get those unbelievable visuals. And I think people really love that situation in football where you have that snow coming down and the slow-mo videos and diving into the end zone. Like, there's just something so cool about that. And I think that's true football weather. And I think that, again, we're better equipped than most teams who have to come up and play against us when it's 10 degrees outside and they're from a very sunny or a dome state. So I do think it gives us a little bit of advantage, and I think it speaks a lot about how football should be played up in Buffalo.
You also had that experience at Wyoming. Tougher cold environment, Wyoming or Buffalo? Both places frigid.
Yeah, I think Wyoming was colder and slightly windier. I do think Buffalo gets very windy. But I remember waking up for early spring ball, and it'd be -5, -10 degrees in the morning. And but the key thing is the wind, right? Like if it's windy and it's that cold, it feels even colder. But if it's not cold and the sun is out, and I know this sounds weird, but it could be 10 degrees, and if there's no wind, it feels like 50. And I'm perfectly fine in that weather. It's weird.
Josh, always love talking to you, brother. Best of luck this season. Appreciate your time as always. Keep kicking butt, man.
Thank you, Jason.